Happy Saturday, my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Glazed. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we caught a bunch of Sinnoh's legendary Pokemon, and in today's episode, we are going to make our way back to Mount Silver and see if we can go ahead and battle Pokemon Trainer Red. Now, I know that we still have a bunch of legendaries left to catch, specifically from the Hoenn region, but these are one of the little bits of things that we need to do. So we need to take care of this side quest, I guess you could say, make our way back into Mount Silver, and take on Trainer Red to be able to catch some of the legendaries, which I know is a lot for one legendary, but that's what we have to do. So let's get prepared, let's get ready. I also want to show you guys that I have trained up our team a little bit, so I know that Red is going to have Pokemon that are all level 100, which is definitely a little bit worrisome, but I've gone ahead and trained up everyone close to level 92, so about 91, 92 is where everyone's going to be at, and I feel like our team is very well prepared. I also set up their moveset, so I went ahead and cleared up all the moves for Gilligan and set up a couple new moves on there like Ice Punch, which I think is definitely going to come in very handy against Red. So let's go deeper and deeper into this place. I'm guessing that Red is probably just going to be located where Heatran was, so we just need to make our way all the way back there, and we'll be ready to take this guy on. I gotta tell you, of all the trainers in the Pokemon world, Red has to be one of the toughest ones, so I know that this is going to be a very, very difficult battle, but I'm also excited for that too. I think whenever we get a challenge in front of us, it's just a lot of fun to jump in there and just go for it, and I think our team is going to be very well prepared to take on Red, and hopefully I'll be very well prepared to take this guy on, because I know he's gonna end up pulling some crazy strategies on us. Who knows? Maybe it'll end up being an easy battle. You never know at this rate. It could go 50-50. I could either go off on this guy and call the most amazing moves, or he could end up getting pretty lucky, hitting a couple crits on us, and then the battle would just go in his favor. With that though, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially arrived at the top of Mount Silver, and we need to be ready for this, because at the end of this trail, we're gonna be, taking on Red. I'm gonna set up our team then, guys, and we'll be ready to take him on. A battle? Okay. Here we go, Rodri versus Pokemon Trainer Red. So let's go ahead and take on this big guy. He's got his 6 Pokemon ready to go. He's going to open up with Pikachu. I have Zuko Jr. up in front. Now, all of Red's Pokemon are going to be level 100, so make sure that you guys are ready for this. He's always going to open up with his Pikachu, so you should have Earthquake by now and be able to crush him like I did. I feel like these little Pikachus, they just don't stand a chance against this Earthquake. RSP had the same thing happen to him. He would just get crushed by the earthquakes. You'd think you'd learn a lesson or two here. Let's go ahead and bring out Cranky though, and here we go. It's time to switch things up a little bit and hope that we can take him down. Now, I'm not too worried about the Lapras. I gotta tell you guys, the one Pokemon that I'm really worried about on Red's team has to be the Snorlax. So the Snorlax is just so big and so tanky, and I just hope that someone in our team will be able to step it up. Let's see. At least we paralyzed the Lapras though. So we have a pretty solid start here. We've got things going quite well. But as I was telling you guys earlier, I think Red is definitely one of the strongest trainers. But what I've been thinking about is there are so many other amazing trainers in the Pokemon world. If you think about it, there's Steven Stone, there's Cynthia, there's just these really, really amazing legendary trainers. You know, it's not just the Pokemon that are legendary. The trainers themselves have become legendary because they've built just this amazing myth behind them, you know, this legend behind them, that whenever you hear these trainers, you're like, whoa. So thinking about that, it just makes you think, who could be the strongest trainer in the Pokemon world? Now, we never really had a championship, a true big championship, where all these trainers got to battle each other, which I would like to say would be absolutely amazing if even someday in the anime they, you know, put the best of the best against each other. Like the top 10 champions, you know, trainers, gym leaders, just the top 10 in the world, and just pin them against each other. I think it would be absolutely amazing. Now, I know that a lot of people think that Red is the strongest trainer, but I don't know, guys. I think he's definitely one of the strongest, but I think there are other trainers that match up to his skill set, but that's something that we don't really know much about. It's something that we can just speculate about because we haven't really seen them battle. So I'd like to hear from you guys who you think the strongest trainer is, because it's really interesting to see that. Alright, well, as I told you guys, the Snorlax was going to be the one Pokemon that I knew was going to be difficult. My superpower did a bunch of this guy, but not enough. So let's see if the Earthquake will hopefully shake him up a little bit, get him low enough. Oh my goodness. The Hyper Beam is probably going to take us down because it's a Hyper Beam from a level 100 Snorlax. There we go. Gilligan went down, and we are going to go ahead and bring out Zuko Jr. Zuko Jr. also has one of my favorite moves, like I mentioned to you guys. So we're going to go ahead and go for the brick, breakity, brickity, brick, breakity, brickity, brick, breakity, brickity. And with that, guys, the Snorlax has gone down. So cool. That's actually a really good reason why I taught Zuko this move. I knew that it would come in handy because I knew we just need more Pokemon to take down the Snorlax. I'm going to go ahead and switch out, though. Let's bring out Kuza. And we'll see how much damage Kuza can do against the Blastoise. Now, I do expect the Blastoise to have Ice Beam, so it's almost like hoping that Kuza can hit a crit or do at least half of the guy's HP. And there we go. We did half of the Blastoise HP. And there it is. There's the Blizzard. So I knew it was coming, but you know, we have to do this once in a while, guys. We're going up against level 100 Pokemon. We have to go ahead and do some of these things. So with that, Kuza's going to go down, but I do feel good that Cranky will be able to finish off this Blastoise. So let's go ahead and send out Cranky. I like how we have to have like some of our Pokemon double teaming this Blastoise to take it down. What can I say? Red, he said a volcano can't take him down. He's like, oh, Lance. Oh, an eruption? No big deal. Lava? A volcano? No worries. I'm Pokemon Trainer Red. That doesn't affect me. So that's what we have to prepare for, you know? And that's what... Ooh, a Venusaur. That's what we have been getting ready for. So let's go ahead and send out Zuko Jr. And we're actually doing really, really good. He's down to 2 Pokemon. And if you guys have noticed, the Pokemon that is going to be left after this Venusaur might just be Red's strongest Pokemon. So this battle is just beginning. Whoa, we did a lot of damage though. And very nice. No sleep powder on us today. Let's go for the flamethrower then. Hopefully that'll take down the Venusaur. Okay, that is going to do it. There we have it. All right, guys. So now we are down to Red's final and strongest Pokemon. Pokemon Trainer Red is going to send out Charizard. And Gilligan is actually knocked out right now. So Gilligan is probably the one Pokemon that would be able to take on the Charizard really, really well and head on. But for right now, we're going to have to try a couple different things. Mother fudger. Okay, so the Charizard is just going to be an absolute beast right off the bat. Cranky went down. I couldn't even land Thunderbolt there. So let's go ahead and switch out to Hedwig. You guys know my strategy with Hedwig. This is the little genius strategy. I just hypnosis everything and then just, you know, suck their dreams and heal ourselves. So there we have it. Good old Hedwig coming through. That's the one good thing about Hedwig. This guy has just been tanking everything out. Hopefully the Dream Eater will do a lot to the Charizard. This is a very good strategy that we've used countless times throughout this adventure. So it should work here against Pokemon Trainer Red. It's funny to think about these teams we built together through the Donut region, through Johto. It's amazing to think that these little strategies that we came up with then are helping us now when we are so close to finishing up this game. It's cool, the little things you learn. It makes you appreciate how much we've gone through in this adventure. All right, come on, Hedwig. Tank this out. Tank this out. I believe in Hedwig. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, my goodness. That did so much damage. That did like 200 damage. This Charizard is a monster. Okay. We should... I don't know. This Charizard's a monster. I'm going to go ahead and we just need to go for it, honestly. There's the Dragon Claw. He's just going to knock us out. We have 2 Pokemon left going up against the Charizard, guys. So this isn't the easiest battle. The first couple Pokemon were a little bit easy, but now that we're going up against this Charizard, we're in for a fun time. We're in for a much more difficult time. I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. And let's just hope that we can tank out the Fire Blast. Now, Yami's also pretty tanky as well. So we should be okay. There we go. At least we didn't get a 200 damage hit there this time. So that's okay with me. We're just going to keep going for the... You know what? The Moonlight might actually... Mother fudger! This guy has Blast Burn? What? Okay, so with that, Charizard took down all of our Pokemon. Oh, man. All right, guys. We got Zuko Jr. left. Oh, no. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe that this Charizard... We're not even going to take it down. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. There's the full restore, though. So, the Pokemon that just blast burn the crap out of our team is back to full health. Oh, no. This is not good. This is not good at all. I'm going to go ahead and, if I remember correctly, I have a max revive. So let's just go ahead and use it on Gilligan. We'll have Zuko Jr. just pack a couple punches and then hope Gilligan can clean up this fight. Whoa, Red really did turn out to be a much more difficult trainer. Who would have thought, guys? Who would have thought Pokemon Trainer Red, with all his level 100 Pokemon, would turn out to be so freaking difficult? We're going to go for another Brick Break then, and we're just going to hope that we can weaken him down enough so that our Gilligan can come in here and close out this fight, which I feel pretty good about. I feel like a couple serves here and there, and we should be able to knock this guy out. I think the Air Cutter is going to take us down. So here we have it, guys. We're down to a one-on-one Gilligan versus Charizard. Level 100 Charizard. This is the annoying little Mudkip that we found at the beginning of this adventure, helping us out against the Charizard. It's really just amazing to think how far we've come in this adventure, that this little Mudkip that we found running around in some other world is going to help us take down a level 100 Charizard. It's almost poetic in a way. It's almost, you know, it's just so amazing that this is how it worked out. And with that, guys, Gilligan's going to go for the Surf, and we have officially done it. We have took down the level 100 Charizard. Gilligan gained a bunch of XP. We defeated Pokemon Trainer Red. We got 6,000 for winning. Here, I want you to have this. With that, we obtained the Ruby, and that is the item we have been looking for. With that, guys, let's battle again sometime. Let's go ahead and make our way to our next location. So now that we've obtained the Ruby from Red, we have access to Groudon, but we need to get access to the other two legendaries, so we need to find the Sapphire and the Emerald for Kyogre and Rayquaza. So that's why we're going to be running around here in the Slowpoke Well, because it's inside of this place that we're going to be finding another one of these gems. It's kind of cool to think that a little area like the Slowpoke Well, which we overlooked before, now holds the key to unlocking this amazingly strong legendary Pokemon. It's actually very cool to see that. That's what I've been enjoying the most about this game, is having the chance to go back through these areas that we never really explored before, and that's really cool. I'm glad that we're getting the chance to see all of this game, seeing it as a whole, and not just, you know, the main adventure. And as you guys can see, we have made it to a little bit of Braille, and it's here that in this engraving, we are going to fall down further into the Slowpoke Well, and we have obtained the Sapphire. Now, with the Sapphire in our hands, we just have the Emerald left to find, so let's go ahead and make our way out of here then. And this is awesome. So I told you guys that the Hoenn legendaries are the ones that we still have left to catch, and once we obtain these gems, we should have access to every single Pokemon that is left in this game. So I believe we're going to be good to go. There shouldn't be, you know, hopefully anything too crazy to go and search for after these gems, and we'll be good to catch the remaining legendaries and then go after Arceus, which is actually really nuts to think about how much we've done in this game and that we're coming so close to finishing up. We got the King's Rock right there, so that's actually pretty cool if you're trying to pick that up. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get us out of this well then. As I said, guys, we're just gonna go ahead and make our way to the next area. Last but not least, we are here in Blackthorn City. Now, if you guys remember when we went for the Blackthorn City gym, we couldn't enter the Dragon's Den, which was behind it, because they said that only the most elite trainers or something like that were able to enter the cave. I don't know what they were talking about, because I think we're pretty elite trainers. We just took down Pokemon Trainer Red with his level 100 team. We have collected a bunch of legendaries. We are the champion of 3 regions. If that doesn't get us access to the Dragon's Den, I don't know what will. Okay, hopefully this old man will finally let us through, and he is all good with it. You have Claire's blessing to enter the Dragon's Den, so we finally got Claire's blessing. By all means, I'm going to use the Black Flute because I ran out of repels too. Hopefully the Black Flute will, you know, make it easy for us to get through here. Whoa, this is a little different than what I expected. I didn't know what to expect here in the Dragon's Den. I know that we have to surf, so let's surf across this, and hopefully we'll be able to find another one of those walls of Braille, and there it is. So let's click it and find out what it says, it just has a bunch of braille on it. And it has led us down to another cave. So with that, guys, we found the emerald. So now we have the ruby, the sapphire, and the emerald, which is going to lead us to the Hoenn legendaries. So that's what we needed to take care of today, guys. It was actually really simple to find these gems, so it wasn't too hard locating them. I thought they were going to be a little more hidden away, but the path was very clear. With that, guys, next time we will continue from here, make our way through this region, through the other regions, and find the remaining legendary Pokemon in this game. So if you guys have any tips and comments on what's coming up, let me know. Make sure you give this video a like. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.